Hi, Tom Cole, the coach for Buckeye Cable and BCSN, and welcome into another edition of Sports Flash. And really, it's an honor and a privilege for me to be with a very, very talented young lady, Zhane Crockett, who just happens to be, and Zhane, let me get this correct, world champion boxer. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. First of all, congratulations to you, young lady. I know what goes into something like that, how much hard work. So let's kind of start back in the beginning. Let's tell folks, how old are you?
I'm 15 years old.
15, beautiful young lady. And what high school do you go to?
I go to Scott High School.
It's a wonderful school. We have a great relationship with Scott High School. Great teachers, coaches. You get a great education there. Now, how does a beautiful young lady like yourself get into pugilism? I mean, you know, boxing is a tough sport. And you told me the story off air about swimming, so maybe tell the folks on air.
I first started swimming, and then I started putting on a couple pounds, a little overweight.
Okay, well, you're not overweight,
Yeah.
but you put on a couple of pounds, okay.
And then I went to Seoul City to first start losing weight, and then eventually I started to pick up the sport of boxing.
So you did what's really popular today. A lot of men and women go to the gym and do the boxing routines to get in shape and lose weight, and that's really how so you did this, and you started to like the boxing routines, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Did somebody notice you working out, and did somebody say, well, wait a minute, this girl throws a pretty good punch, she can throw combinations, she's got hand speed. How did that all happen for you?
Well, I started working out, and then Coach Rowe, he started seeing that I had potential, and he started hitting the mitts with me first.
Yeah. And so you're hitting the mitts, you're doing all the combos, but that's one thing. And everybody's done that, you know, worked on a heavy bag or done the mitts, and everybody's done that for the most part. But the next step, to actually get in the ring with someone, you know, it's so interesting to me because we used to box, and we were talking about this off air. We used to box in college as a workout for football, and there's something about stepping in the ring with someone. They've got the gloves, you've got the gloves. It tests who you are. Because, you know, you have that trepidation when you walk in the, you know, how many times am I going to get hit? How talented is this person? So the first time you actually, in practice, stepped in a ring with someone, what was going through your mind?
Like, well, am I going to get hit? How am I going to stop from getting hit?
Yeah.
What punches am I going to throw?
Were you a little nervous?
Yes.
Okay. So you start boxing with this person. Did you just suddenly said, well, wait a minute, I've got some skill here. I can move around. I can avoid the hits. I can do combos. Is that how it developed for you?
Yeah, I was just going off what I learned previously, just throwing punches.
Yeah, and tell the folks, every person who steps in a ring emulates someone that they've seen, and tell the folks who you emulate as a boxer.
Well, everyone says I fight similar to Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, the greatest fighter that ever lived. I mean, there have been a lot of good fighters, but nobody, a lot of pretenders, a lot of contenders, but there's only one king of the ring, and that's Muhammad Ali. I mean, he's incredible ability. So that's the ultimate compliment. So you start training seriously to box. I'm sure you did some exhibitions and those kind of things. But your first real fight, how nervous were you? Tell me a little bit about that.
I really wasn't nervous for my first fight. It was against someone who previously trained at my gym.
So you knew their style, and you were comfortable. You felt comfortable getting in the gym with them. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know Coach Jones is in studio with us tonight. Kind of an irony, he reminded me I had the privilege to interview Coach when he was a wrestler at Start. He was a great wrestler, great person, and he helps train you.
Yes.
What are some of the things that Coach has brought to you from, you know, the coaching standpoint to you as a boxer, Zhane?
Well, helping me with nutrition to stay focused, helping me stay focused on my education and fitness, helping me set goals for myself, and laying out my future. Yeah,
Coach Jones is a great guy, and those are incredible messages for any young student athlete. I don't think, Zhane, that people who have never boxed don't understand how conditioning-wise, how tough it is to say, box three-minute rounds. I mean, you're exhausted. You know, talk about that a little bit. I mean, you really have to condition to be able to get in a ring and box somebody.
Yeah, you have to train very hard, and then not only train hard, but you have to watch what food you put in your body, not any bad things, toxins into your body.
That's interesting you say that, because I had a boxing coach once tell me it's like the gas that you put in your car. If you put the good gas in your car, it's going to run a little bit better as opposed to the cheap gas. Yeah. And I've had it explained to me in boxing the same way, that if you're eating well, your body will respond when it needs to respond. If you're not eating well, you're not going to have the energy, that you need. So you're in this world championship. Were you 15 at that time? Or?
I was 14 at the time.
So you're 14. You're in a world championship. We're not just talking about the state of Ohio here. We're talking about the world. And you're facing for the gold medal. This is kind of like a Rocky movie to me. You're like Drago. Where's Drago in this? For a gold medal, and you're facing the Russian national champ. Now, was that a little intimidating when you first found out who you're going up against, or had you seen her box enough that you said, okay, I can do okay?
At first, I didn't really know who she was, and then
okay.
I started seeing her fight. I was like, so.
Okay, and you developed a strategy, you and your coach, because the Russian national champ threw a lot of wide body shots, right?
Yeah, wild punches.
Wild punches, kind of the George Foreman when Ali went into rope-a-dope and he punched himself out. So when somebody's wide body punching, tell the folks what you did as a strategy.
Straight punches, 1-2s, hard body shots.
Yeah, straight into the body, and she's out here, you're in there, right?
Yes.
Okay, pretty smart strategy. You're a smart young lady. So then you go the 3 rounds. You're standing in the ring together, no knockdowns for this world championship gold medal, right? So in your mind, you're going, did I win or not? So what was going through your mind? Did you just think, yeah, I got it, or I'm not sure?
I was like, yeah, I got it, but sometimes in boxing they may give it to the other person.
Right, because it can be political, it can be depending on who the judges are. So when the judge comes over and Zhane grabs your hand and puts it up as a world champion with a gold medal, all of us will never have that experience or feeling. Tell us what was going through your mind.
I was like, oh my gosh, I won, and everyone in the stands was cheering from Team USA for me. I was happy. Yeah,
and now at those, do they play the national anthem like they do in the Olympics?
Yes, when we go on the podium, yes.
Explain that feeling, because most people in the world would never have that experience, and you have it at 14. What was going through your mind when that happened?
I was proud again. I was smiling the whole entire time.
Well, we're proud of you. It's the other way around. We're so proud of you. I want to mention too your aunt, Tanya Adams, who works at Buckeye, is a great employee at Buckeye Cable, and she was sending me emails about you and telling me all the great things, and I'm so glad she did, because it's such an honor to get a chance to chat with you. You're an accomplished young lady. You're going to get great grades. You're an accomplished boxer. You're very smart, doing a wonderful job. And what's next? I mean, you've still got school, obviously, but what's on the next boxing horizon?
Well, we're going to Ringside the first week in August in Independence, Missouri.
Yeah, okay. So you excited about that?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And you work out at Coach Jones' Soul City Boxing. I hear a lot of great things about Soul City Boxing. Yes. And maybe we'll come down and get the BCSN cameras down there and do some filming and catch some of the bouts.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
All right. Well, listen, speaking of nice, Zhane, you are wonderful. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Tremendous accomplishment. On behalf of Buckeye Cable, BCSN, the entire city of Toledo, world champion, young lady. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Tom Coley, coach for Buckeye Cable and BCSN.